with a popper, niggas wanna steal me. I can't bust down proper, make these niggas crazy how I let the same with that tried to kill me. Still stood on solid principles when these niggas ain't feel me. Need somebody lined up, I get the job done. You ain't know I strip niggas and I rob bloods. Different flavors in this wood having a pilot.
What's good, y'all? It's your main man Deykwon, and I'm back with another video for y'all. And in this video, I'm gonna be showing y'all how to streak up every single time in 2K22. In this video, we're gonna be talking about 4 things that are gonna help you, and just think about these things as like a table, each one being the leg that you need to streak up. Without one of these, you're gonna lose eventually, or let me just say you're gonna lose closer than you think. Now, if you want to streak up with randoms, it's gonna be a little bit harder because the requirements in this video are gonna be a little bit tough to meet compared to if you're playing with friends. It's gonna be a lot easier. But if your friends don't have these requirements, then good luck. But first one, you're gonna need a main scorer on your team, whether that be 2s or 3s, just someone who knows how to get a bucket regardless of who's on them. Now, the average player honestly might think that they're a main scorer on their team. Say they hop on the court, they keep trying to get the ball, but they keep breaking. Trust me, you'll be able to see the difference between just the average player and someone who's able to get a bucket. They're getting a bucket back to back to back. These people are usually able to dribble. Typically a guard, doesn't have to be a guard, but just someone who knows how to again get a bucket. Now, say they are getting the ball back to back to back, they keep trying to score, but they're missing shots. You could tell that they're a main scorer. They're just in a little cold streak, and the difference you could tell from someone in a cold streak and someone that's just ass at the game that keeps shooting back to back and bricking is the quality of shots that they're shooting. Now, being the main scorer, you obviously got to take a majority of the team's shots. So what is that going to cause? It's going to cause your teammates to get a little bit mad at you. But what they going to be mad at when you scoring back to back to back? I know you hogging the ball a little bit, but pass them the ball, see what they going to do with it. We know what's gonna happen, bro. I've seen it too many times. Niggas cry for the ball, they start flopping and shit. Give them the ball, they don't do nothing with it. So as long as you know you're the main scorer and you know you can get you a bucket, you'll be good. Because any team you hop on, all those consistent buckets will be at high value, especially to win. But now let's talk about the next one, which is 3-point defense. Now, you're probably wondering why it doesn't say just defense in general. Well, that's for a good reason. When you are trying to streak up, it's going to be bound that you're going to come across some good players here and there, and then defense is going to turn into a whole different ballpark when that is the case. Now, let me explain this real quick. When you're going up against those players who are just lethal shooters or just good players in general, they know how to score on every single possession, whether that be a 2 or a 3. So what you have to kind of look at the defense like, you have to look at every possession as a 2, just because they're going to score regardless. So there's no more getting a stop against players like these. The only thing you have to really focus on will be those 3s. Now, I can simply go into the park at any given time, hop on the court with some decent randoms, and I already know I can get a bucket at basically any given time, so scoring isn't going to be the problem. All we got to basically do is just let their team make mistakes, let them miss shots, so we're outscoring them. But let someone good pull up and then be a good 3-point shooter that gives us problems on defense, that's fighting back, then there's gonna be a problem. And then on top of that, knowing that you're a good defender and not being able to guard the good 3-point shooter, the threat, bro, all bad. But now let's go on to the next one, and that's gonna be a 3-point threat. We're talking about on your team. It's going to be for the same exact reason for the 3-point defense, but a little bit different. Let me explain. Now, when I say 3-point threat, I'm not talking about just any person that can shoot. Just because you got a little bit of green in your pie chart does not mean you can pull 3s. I'm talking about a motherfucking sniper. Someone you can rely on. Like, say you're cooking up, boom, you drop to the basket, kick out to the corner, teammate misses the shot, they get the rebound, they hit a 3. That's -6 points. You could have had 3 points, but now the opposing team has 3 points. Say it happens again, now that's 12 points. Situations like these will easily lose you games. If you have just a regular shooter, max streak you're gonna get on maybe like 5 games. compared to a great shooter, an excellent shooter. You easily going 10 plus. Now, if the 3-point threat is your main ball handler, that's even better, bro, because then you don't gotta worry about passing to someone else. That's actually a big reason you see these guards hogging the ball, not passing. They trying to win the game. Now, that's okay if you are trying to streak up, you know who you playing with, but when that shit gets excessive, you can tell when that shit gets too far, especially if you bricking and still hogging the ball. You gotta know your limits. But now let's get on to the next one, which is a 2-point threat. Now, to be or have a 2-point threat on your team, you don't have to have a blue pie chart, but you just have to make the other team respect your twos. Not only does this help you open up more opportunities for threes, but it also helps you maximize just every possession. Just think about it like this: if you're not taking twos on your offense, you should be taking threes. If you're not taking threes, you should be taking twos. Every possession where you don't score is gonna be a loss. A majority of the time when you do see these comp lineups or just good players lose is because they're focusing too much on the threes. They're bricking shots, then keep shooting, and then keep bricking. Whole time they could have been taking twos on those possessions. Like, honestly, every time I see the defense shoot and then brick, or even if we get a steal, that's free points right there. That should be turned into more points for your team. That's +2 for you. Say on that possession, they shot a 3. Instead, they bricked. Now you have the ball. Now that could be 2 points. That's 5 points right there just for your team. Now, a lot of the time, these quote unquote free points aren't added on to the team, or people just don't take them, is because they do have 3-point builds and they want more threes. They're not focused on the 2. Now, I'm not saying for 2s to be your main source of points, because obviously that's not the main way people streak up. A lot of people just streak up strictly on 3s, but 2s should not be counted out. Whenever I hear people say, let them take the 2, that is music to my ears. Majority of the time, those niggas be losing too. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and